Look up. On a clear night when the sky is dark and the stars are twinkling above, there's a special sight waiting for you. Among the countless points of light, one stands out. A tiny glowing ember with a distinct reddish hue. It's not just another star, it's something much closer and far more mysterious. See that bright reddish light in the night sky? That's Mars, the red planet. For centuries, people have gazed up at this glowing dot, wondering what secrets it holds. Through telescopes, Mars appears as a shimmering, rusty orb, its color hinting at the iron-rich dust that covers its surface. It's a beacon in the darkness, a reminder that our solar system is full of wonders waiting to be explored. That's Mars, our planetary neighbor. It's the fourth planet from the Sun, orbiting just beyond Earth. Over the years, spacecraft and rovers have traveled millions of kilometers to study this distant world up close. From orbit, Mars looks both familiar and alien, a world shaped by ancient forces yet frozen in time. Today, Mars is a freezing desert. Temperatures can plunge far below zero, and the landscape is stark and empty. Vast plains stretch for miles, broken only by towering volcanoes and deep canyons. Sometimes thin layers of frost or ice glisten in the early morning light, a reminder of just how cold and inhospitable this planet can be. Its surface is covered in red dust and rocks. The ground is littered with boulders and pebbles, all coated in a fine layer of iron oxide, the same substance that gives Mars its signature color. Rovers have sent back images of this alien terrain, showing us a world that is both beautiful and desolate, shaped by wind, dust storms, and the slow passage of time. The atmosphere is thin and unbreathable. Unlike Earth, Mars has only a whisper of air, made mostly of carbon dioxide. There's almost no oxygen, and the sky often appears hazy or tinted pink. Without a thick atmosphere to trap heat, the planet loses warmth quickly, making it one of the coldest places in the solar system. It's hard to imagine anything could survive on Mars. The landscape is harsh, the air is thin, and water is scarce. Yet, despite these challenges, Mars continues to fascinate scientists and dreamers alike. What secrets might be hidden beneath its surface? What stories could its rocks and dust tell us about the past? But Mars holds secrets. Secrets of a time long ago when the planet may have looked very different from the barren world we see today. Imagine rivers winding through valleys, lakes shimmering under a warmer sun, and clouds drifting across a blue sky. Scientists believe that billions of years ago Mars may have had a much thicker atmosphere and liquid water flowing on its surface, a time when Mars might have been very different. Ancient Mars could have been a world teeming with possibilities, a place where life might have taken hold, if only for a brief moment in cosmic history. Today we search for clues in the rocks and soil, hoping to uncover the story of Mars's lost water and the secrets of its mysterious past. The red planet, once a cold desert, may have once been alive with rivers, lakes, and perhaps even life itself. Here's a question that keeps scientists up at night. Was Mars always a cold, dry wasteland, or was there a time when it was warm and wet like Earth? The answer is hidden in the Martian landscape. We see clues of ancient rivers, lakes, and maybe even oceans. But how did they form? Scientists have two main ideas about ancient Mars. Some believe Mars was once warm and wet, with rain and flowing rivers. Others think it was always cold, with ice playing a bigger role. Both sides have evidence to support their theories. This makes studying Mars so exciting. It's a puzzle waiting to be solved. In the quest to unlock the secrets of Mars, scientists at the University of Colorado Boulder have recently embarked on a fascinating journey. One that doesn't require rockets or rovers, but instead, the power of advanced computer simulations. Rather than simply observing the red planet as it is today, these researchers wanted to understand how Mars has changed over billions of years. To do this, they turned to technology, building detailed digital models that could recreate the Martian surface and atmosphere in ways never before possible. These simulations are like virtual laboratories, allowing scientists to experiment with different conditions and scenarios, all from the safety of their own labs here on Earth. Imagine having a time machine that lets you travel back through the history of an entire planet. That's essentially what these simulations provide. By inputting different variables, like temperature, atmospheric composition, and the presence of water, scientists can watch as Mars transforms before their eyes. They can rewind the Martian clock, observing how ancient rivers might have carved valleys, or how volcanic eruptions could have reshaped the landscape. This digital time travel helps researchers piece together the story of Mars, revealing clues about its climate, geology, and even its potential to support life in the distant past. The researchers didn't stop at just one version of Mars's history. They created multiple scenarios, each with its own unique set of conditions. In some simulations, Mars experienced periods of rainfall, with water flowing across its surface and pooling in ancient lakes. In others, the planet was colder, with vast sheets of ice slowly melting and shaping the terrain. By tweaking these variables, the scientists could see how different climates and weather patterns might have influenced the Martian landscape over time. By comparing these different virtual worlds side by side, the team could observe how each scenario left its mark on Mars. They analyzed digital maps, looking for features like river channels, deltas, and eroded craters. This approach not only helps us understand what Mars might have looked like in the past, but also guides future missions in the search for signs of ancient life. Through these innovative simulations, scientists are bringing the history of Mars to life, one pixel at a time. The simulations were incredibly detailed. They considered things like rainfall, ice melt, gravity, and even how the ground absorbed water. As the simulations ran, virtual rivers carved valleys into the digital Martian terrain. The scientists eagerly watched to see which scenario, rain or ice melt, produced valleys that looked most like the real ones on Mars. We don't have to just imagine ancient Mars. Satellites orbiting Mars have been taking pictures for decades. These pictures show us dried-up riverbeds and canyons that stretch for miles. Some scientists believe these features were formed by flowing water just like rivers on Earth. We even see signs of what might have been ancient lakes and oceans. So, which was it, rain or melting ice? The Colorado study found something interesting. The simulations with precipitation, meaning rain or snow, created valleys that looked most like the real Martian valleys. The valleys formed by ice melt in the simulations just didn't match up as well. They were often too shallow or had the wrong shape. This new research adds to the growing body of evidence suggesting that Mars might have been much warmer and wetter than we once believed, possibly supporting a very different environment. It could have even rained or snowed on ancient Mars, shaping its surface in dramatic ways. Imagine that, raindrops falling on a young, vibrant Mars. It's a tantalizing thought that sparks our curiosity. Right now, NASA's Perseverance rover is busy exploring Mars. It's searching for signs of past life, clues that might tell us if life ever existed on the red planet. The rover is exploring a giant crater that scientists believe was once a lake. Maybe, just maybe, Perseverance will find evidence of life in the ancient Martian mud. The future of Mars exploration is one of the most exciting frontiers in human history. As we gaze at the red planet, we're not just peering into the distant past, we're also looking ahead, imagining what's possible for humanity. Understanding Mars's past isn't just about looking back in time, it's about looking forward. Every rock, every crater, and every trace of ancient water on Mars tells a story, not only about the planet itself, but about the potential for life elsewhere in the universe and even about our own future as a species. If we learn more about how Mars changed from a potentially habitable planet, with rivers, lakes, and maybe even oceans, to the cold, dry desert we see today, we can unlock secrets that have puzzled scientists for decades. What caused Mars to lose its atmosphere? How did its climate shift so dramatically? By studying these changes, we gain valuable insights into planetary evolution, climate science, and the delicate balance that makes a world habitable. These lessons aren't just academic, they could help us protect our own planet from similar fates. The more we understand about Mars, the more we learn about Earth. By comparing the two planets, scientists can identify the factors that keep our atmosphere stable and our climate suitable for life. Mars serves as a kind of natural laboratory, offering clues about what happens when a planet's protective systems break down. This knowledge could be crucial as we face challenges like climate change and environmental degradation here at home. The data we gather from Mars missions doesn't just expand our knowledge of the cosmos, it helps us make better decisions for the future of our own world. And maybe, just maybe, it will help us prepare for a future where humans journey to Mars and unlock its mysteries firsthand. Imagine astronauts setting foot on the Martian surface, building habitats, conducting experiments, and searching for signs of ancient life. These pioneers will face incredible challenges, from surviving harsh conditions to finding ways to use local resources, but their discoveries could change everything we know about life in the universe. The dream of exploring Mars is no longer science fiction. It's becoming a reality step by step, mission by mission. As we look to the future, Mars beckons us to explore, to learn, and to reach beyond the boundaries of our home planet. The next chapter of Mars exploration is just beginning, and it promises to reshape our understanding of the cosmos and our place within it.